So when you're working on a project like this, I kind of have the big picture in my head, and I've certainly done a lot of CAD work to try and work out some of the details, especially with some of the things I'm going to show you over the next few videos. But at the end of the day, I have to kind of build it before I kind of see how things are going to go together and look. And some things are just serendipity. For instance, today I want to talk a little bit about the fact that I'm printing all the trim work for this thing on my 3D printers, which is pretty interesting because I managed to get a belt printer, actually I've got 2 of them now, that let me print really long pieces of trim. And it's that ability to print long trim which actually got me started putting trim on this camper and making a big difference in how it looks. So this side here doesn't have any trim yet applied, and you can see, I mean, I don't mind the look of the rivets like this, but you know, it definitely has sort of an unfinished look. And I didn't think about it till I was playing around trying to cover up some wood and some areas over here that I didn't want exposed, and I started doing these plastic prints, and I'm like, huh, those things look pretty good. That actually gives it kind of a finished look. So I started thinking, well, maybe I want to do some more stuff around. Now this stuff I'm going to change. You'll see on the other side that I'm modifying it, and I can do that because if I don't like it, I take it off. But you know, along with the trim that already exists here on the windows, I thought, I'm going to trim this thing up to see if I make it look a little bit better. On this side, you can see I have started to put trim in place. So I've got the trim that kind of covers up the metal or support spar here and actually overlaps by quite a bit. As you can see up here even, I'm getting ready to put this piece on. And the idea is it will not only make this look better, but it will actually overlap this joint that I have there. And once I put in some insulation, should make for a pretty waterproof seal, or at least give a much better lap. And all these pieces, of course, are bespoke. I mean, I'm doing all these things really one at a time, or 2 at a time as a pair. But I have definitely had to tweak a few and redo a few. But I think it's really starting to make a big difference in how the thing looks. You can see around the windows, I'm trimming them up. And these window boxes are interesting. I had to add them, but I'll talk about them later in a different video to work with these turn Overland windows. But you know, back here in the back, you can definitely start to see how I'm starting to put it together. An interesting thing, I've noticed that as I'm doing it, there's a lot of roughness to this. I mean, you know, the prints don't look perfect. There's areas where they're going to be scratched already. So this thing's not going to look new even when it's brand new. But then when I consider what I'm going to put this thing through, that's just as well. I think probably not looking new will make me a lot less worried about going through the bush or through trees or branches having it, you know, whacked up against. Because at the end of the day, it's more about where it can go than it is anything else. For the material, I'm using PETG. And actually, I'm using a Elegoo Pro PETG, which actually has better heat and strength numbers to it. Mostly it's just going to have to handle UV, but it's not really doing any kind of support work. It's really more of visual and then acting as a water barrier. I'm caulking all of the joints so that I'm actually getting even further waterproofing. You can see right here I've got a crack, and that happened before I put it on because I broke the piece when I was messing around with it. But you know, it's solid now, and I don't care because, as I just said, thing's going to have cracks all over it. As long as it's working the way it's supposed to work, that's my primary concern at this point. These are some examples of pieces of trim that I've printed, and these are for the other side, but basically these are the pieces that go right, they go like this, go right here on the other side, and then get caulked up along the top. So, you know, the fact that I can print something this long on my 3D printers is pretty cool, actually.